Welcome to LatiNation, celebrating your generation from coast to coast. I'm your host, Humberto Guida, and I'm super psyched for today's show. Because from top to bottom, we are covering, catching up with, and taking you inside the minds of some of my favorite Latinos in sports and entertainment with 4 stories that are reshaping what we think of American culture. And that definitely goes for the first segment. Al Madrigal is easily one of the most respected Latino comics today. And what's amazing about Al is not just his ability to capture the essence of 2 cultures, but the fact that he doesn't really market his humor with his ethnicity. He does it with his experience and with his wit. And coming up, we have him telling us why. Here's easily one of the brightest and one of my favorite comics, Al Madrigal, right here on LatiNation.
What are you doing? You can't come to game night. Odd numbers. L'Oreal freak out.
Did you just see her outfit? She thinks this is a date. I need to stop this, Andy.
I don't care. All I care about is tonight going well. This is a rare opportunity for me to have sex.
What kind of game night is this?
Al Madrigal grew up in San Francisco, and his hardworking parents rose from humble beginnings to become small business owners, the epitome of the American Latino dream. But while the future of the family business was laid to rest on the shoulders of young Al, he could not ignore his hunger to make it as a comic.
I think what my parents always did is they tried to, when they had very little money, put me in the best schools where I got to be around very wealthy, successful people. And you sort of see that that's a possibility, and you see that I want that, man.
Bought a house for about $700,000 in a neighborhood in hopes that I could fix it up someday and work on it. So eventually one day it might be worth $700,000.
I give this big speech when I'm in high school and I kill. And then in comedy terms, that means you do very well. And I always wanted to do comedy after that.
Tourists come here all the time. They rub it in my face because it's more affordable to live everywhere else. They give me this business. They're like, hey man, you know what you can buy for $700,000 in Alabama? Alabama, whole thing.
My dad couldn't understand why. Why would you be driving to Sacramento right now? How much are they paying you? $25, that's what the gas costs. You're an idiot. Who are you opening up for? Louis C.K.? Who in the hell is Louis C.K., he would say.
I went to go pick up my first day laborer the other day. Has anyone done that? You picked up a day laborer? But not for sex. Woo, it's not appropriate reaction.
What I think it is that Latinos, everybody's worked so hard to be successful here. You see this a lot with Asians, especially. You're gonna be a doctor, you're gonna be a lawyer, you're gonna be a business professional, you're very comedian. Like that, come here, let me slap you. And so that's what the struggle was.
But overcoming the struggle paid off, as Al not only made a name for himself in comedy, he did it without succumbing to the stereotypes that pigeonhole many Latino comics.
Listen, it's been 2 days since Fiona sent out the Evite and no one is coming. That is quite bad, but if I can get this cool kid Jackson to come, others will follow.
I'm so creeped out by what we're doing. We're 2 grown men lurking outside of a... Hello, ma'am, how are you? Yeah, we're waiting for a child. Lurking outside of a middle school, waiting to accost some child that we don't even know so we can invite him to Marcus's birthday.
Now with About a Boy, I'm able to do what I feel like is real acting and the emotional stuff. It is comedy, it's a comedy, but I'm acting my butt off in that thing.
Oh, dude, stop leaning.
You said to lean.
You have a super creepy lean.
I've been on The Daily Show, which opened up a lot of doors, and I've been lucky to work consistently because I'm also going all in. This is not something I'm dabbling with. I left that parents' family business. I'm not messing around today. I'm going for it. I really want to be the guy who's calling the shots. I want to be the creator. I want to be the executive producer. I want to be the guy who has 5 shows on the air, and that's what I'm working towards.
You want to go to Home Depot, and you want to go in the morning. That's very important. You want to get yourself a first-round draft pick, all right? You want to show up in the afternoon when the C team's out there. One-eye guy, no gracias.